Well, we are back with Edward Hayden in Kilkenny, and this time he's making a picnic-perfect loaf for us. Hello again, Edward. This one's called a what, a muffuletta?
This one is exactly called a muffuletta, and it's gorgeous, Karen. Do you know what it's perfect for? It's perfect for, like, it's like one big full, oh, I'll try that again with my good teeth. It's one big, full-filled sandwich. So you can kind of bring it. So you know the way sometimes when you go, I don't know if you remember going, years ago we used to go down to Tremor to the beach, and by the time you'd get there, the sandwiches were kind of soggy and flattened and everything like this. So you bring the sandwich, bring the knife, and you cut the sandwich there for all the world.
Lovely stuff. I mean, what you've got right in front of you, that bread looks absolutely delicious. What are we starting off with first?
Very simply, Karen, and what I want people to really get a sense of at home, Karen, is the versatility of this recipe. So whilst I'm giving them a method, I'm telling them I'm giving them a method more so than a recipe. So really play around with it, and I'm going to give you a few suggestions as we go along as well. What I've got here first and foremostly, Karen, is I've just got some vegetables. So I've just got some courgettes, I've got some red, green and yellow peppers there, and I've just cut them in kind of like ad hoc shapes for all the world. I'm literally just going to put a tiny little bit of oil on those, and I'm going to roast them up in the oven with a little bit of salt and pepper until they're nicely softened. Now just be mindful when you're roasting them, Karen, when you think that they're nearly done, I would normally say take them out at that stage, because remember they will continue to soften down when they come out of the oven, and if you leave them in until they look fully done, then as they soften down they kind of get completely disintegrated. Now also, as we know, picnics and all of these things can be ad hoc and informal and impromptu, so you can buy jars of the roasted red peppers and yellow peppers as well, and they're gorgeous as well.
Lovely stuff.
Now,
so is that kind of the base of the muffuletta?
It's one of the bases. I'm going to fill mine with some lovely cured meat, some roasted vegetables and some red onion marmalade. I've got a cob here, I'm going to cut that in just a second. Here what I've got is I've got either some cream cheese or a bit of soft goat's cheese, and I'm mixing that with a little bit of basil pesto. Now I made that one the other evening. In the good weather. I made a bit of pesto over the weekend. I had a lovely spaghetti with pesto, but you can buy one as well, and literally just mix that together until you've got a nice kind of a spreadable base. But if you don't like the cream cheese or the goat's cheese, just spread it with pesto or a black olive tapenade, or even a hummus would be great. Now, then I've got a cob loaf. I just bought this cob loaf, and I'm literally just going to take the little top off of it, just like so. With my knife, and what I'm going to do then, Karen, with a small little knife, I'm just literally going to get right down there with either the knife or my hand, and I'm just going to pull out that kind of big piece of dough. Any of the kind of the dieters amongst us will all know that that's where the problem is. It's that bit is the problem. So you're getting all of that out, and you're literally just kind of scooping it all out like so until you've got a kind of a little vessel or a receptacle here for your filling. Then I'm going to take some of my cream cheese and pesto. Make sure you don't forget the top bit. So I always do the top bit first, and I'm going to butter it for all the world. I'm going to butter it with that filling, and then I'm going to put the rest of it into the bread, and I'm going to spread that right around, Karen, right around the base and the sides of that, just like so. It's really, really gorgeous. But as I said, think of filling it with whatever it is that you'd like. Make sure that you've left enough that it doesn't completely fall apart. So leave enough of the bread. And there you have it, just like so, Karen, with our lovely bits and pieces in it. Now, here's where the fun and the play starts, Karen. So this is just assembly, and it's really nice, simple assembly. So I'm just going to pop on the gloves, and I'm going to give you a little whistle-stop tour through the ingredients I have. So I have got my roasted vegetables that I told you about a few moments ago. I've got a little bit of sliced goat's cheese. I have a bit of red onion marmalade. I made this. Now, you remember I made the burger earlier on this evening. Think of a big spoon of that, Karen, on top of the burger, and you would literally just lick your lips after it. I have that. I've got some lovely lettuce, and I've got a selection of just cured meats that you might have for your antipasta. So I've got some salami, I've got some pastrami, I've got some chorizo, I have a little bit of pastrami here, and I've got the Parma ham as well. So what I'm going to do, build it up, Karen, in whatever sense you like. But actually, Karen, just look at all those ingredients we have. Even if you didn't have the bread, couldn't you have a right picnic with just those as they are?
That's it, and that's what my worry will be with that. The moisture from the roasted vegetables would make the bottom just totally drop out of the bread.
No, it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, Karen, this is the one time in your life you'd love to be in Graignamanagh this morning to get a taste of this.
Not just the
it's
one
really
time,
beautiful.
not just the one time, Edward.
Ah. When all of this is over, Karen, we're going to have a little party night down here in Graignamanagh.
I would love
an Ireland AM party on tour.
So meat in first.
Now, into the meat there, all that, pop in your vegetables. So we've got our roasted vegetables going in here as well. And to see what I'm doing, Karen, I'm just spreading that down as much as I can, okay? In there, it's really just press it in. It's a really nice pressed mixture. I'm going to put another little bit of lettuce, another little bit of meat in there. You don't have to spend much time on this, Karen, which is the beauty of it. Because do you know the way, I'm not sure about your house, but when we decide to go on a picnic here, it's literally kind of 10 minutes, we're out the door, be ready. So that's the advantage of this. I have another bit of Parma ham, but put in as much as you can because you need to have it really nice and tight. I'm going to go with another bit of roasted veg, and I'm going to go with another bit of red onion marmalade, and then I'm done. Okay, so press it in, and then your goat's cheese on top. Now, what's really important, Karen, then, is you take this mixture, put the lid on top of it, wrap it up really tightly, and push it into the fridge for as long as you can, or in the car until you get there. And then I do have one that I've made a little bit earlier. So wait till I just cut this in. Now, this is to die for, Karen, when you cut this into the centre.
This is what I'm intrigued by, Edward, how you're going to manage this without it being too messy for a picnic.
Karen, you will just, now look at that. Now read them and weep when you look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And just cut it then. When you get there to your picnic, just cut it in gorgeous little slices, just like so. And look at those gorgeous layers of the filling in there as well. And
Edward,
that would be fabulous.
That is
and then, Karen, all you need to do is pick it up and dig into it, and just be careful of your lovely little pink frock at the beach there, Karen. Don't get any of the muffuletta down the front of it.
Don't worry.
You will love this.
Edward, joy talking to you from Kilkenny this morning. Thank you so much.